Hey, it's 9 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen. Let's take a look at the forecast for Sunday. We get a lot of questions about the monsoon because that's the pattern that we've got pushing into the state of Colorado. So what is a monsoon exactly? Let's take a look. It's not a storm and not an individual storm, although that can lead to individual storms. It's not heavy rain. Sometimes when there's really heavy downpours, people like to call that a monsoon. That's also a result that can happen to the monsoon. A monsoon is actually a wind shift. So you'll get the desert southwest will really start to heat up and get a low pressure going, and that'll help push air up from the south. And this is a classic pattern right here. This is what it looked like on Sunday. All that moisture just pushing up from the south. That is that classic monsoon push. Now, Sunday is going to look a lot like this one. We'll have high coverage out here in the mountains and then just scattered coverage out on the plains. And the reason for that is when the air pushes over the mountains, it compresses, it dries, it warms, and we only get scattered showers out here. So we're going to be looking at exactly the same scenario coming up on Sunday. And we could really use one of those monsoon storms to push into the Denver area. Here's the precipitation that we're sitting at right now. Now, 0.52 of this actually happened on the first day of June. So it's been very dry for the last 17 days. Our normal average here, we usually get up to about 1.94 inches in the month of June. Now keep in mind that in June, we get that average up because we usually get lined up by one of these storms. A thunderstorm can deliver a quick ½ to an inch, and that is what we'll be looking for over the next really the last half of the month. And this is going to be an issue for us. This is our current jet stream pattern. Now, we call this an omega block because if you look at the jet stream pattern, it's shaped like the Greek letter omega. And the high pressure here in the middle, that's the block. That's set up in the middle, and that's preventing that low pressure. It's blocking it from propagating to the east. So that's the problem with the Front Range. We can't get any easterly upslope winds to hold showers up, and that is going to be an issue as we put this pattern into motion over the next few days. You really don't see much of a change. This high pressure is going to be dominant for quite some time, and as long as that's there, it's going to be very difficult to get precipitation going, at least measurable and huge coverage out on the eastern plains. Now, on Monday night, you can see this low pressure is going to kind of have to go around this system, and we will get a little bit of a cold front out of this, but really that's just going to cool us down a little bit, not going to really increase our precipitation chances too much. So if you take a look at the forecast for Sunday, we'll start out in the morning, that monsoon surge. You'll notice the humidity, you'll notice the clouds trying to rain. Scattered though, you'll see maybe a few light showers in the foothills early on, even in the mountains. And as we go through the day, it really just tries to get going, but it just has scattered showers up until noon. You can see a little bit of a heavier wave, and this is really what we'll be watching mostly as it kind of moves towards the Denver area and the Front Range. As that moves through, that will probably bring the best chance for precipitation in Denver. But as you can see, as it comes over the mountains and the foothills there, it really loses a lot of steam and it really becomes broken and scattered. So it really is going to be, we may still have to get lucky again Sunday to get any precipitation in the Denver metro area. We'll have about a 40% chance, if you live in the Denver area, to get hit by one of these monsoon storms moving through. And these are moving a little bit quicker tomorrow than your normal monsoon shower. The monsoon usually doesn't have a lot of guidance from the jet stream, so they just kind of drift very slowly. These will actually be kind of moving along, so that will decrease the chances of getting measurable precipitation. Here's what that looks like in the forecast for tomorrow. I think it'll make it up to about 90 degrees. I think we will hit that 90 in Denver on Sunday, and that'll be the 10th 90 degrees so far. We're gonna have to start one of those tallies like we do year to year now, because these 90 degrees will start to accumulate over time. Put the little lightning bolt there at 5. I think that's because that's the best chance of getting measurable precipitation. But just keep in mind, all through the day tomorrow, you get scattered chances of just, drops here and there. You may have experienced that on Saturday as well. Here's a 7-day forecast to kind of make all that information really easy to look at here in one clean graphic. You've got your isolated thunderstorms on Sunday, about a 40% chance of getting hit by one of those monsoon showers, at least a measurable amount. And then on Monday night, we're looking at a little bit of a cold front. If it comes through before the sun goes down, it may keep us below 90, but we may hit 90 again on Monday as well. And then that cold front will be noticeable on Tuesday. It'll cool us down just a little bit, maybe in the middle 80s. So that's our best chance of staying below 90 for the week. And then as you see, the rest of the week, we'll be flirting with the 90s, a little bit less humidity and a little bit less of a rain chance coming up through the rest of the week. Enjoy.